What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to give you exactly what you need to know to start training at home for whatever goal you might have with almost zero equipment and no expertise needed. So why am I making this video? There's a podcast that I'm going to link in the description below between a guy named Jocko Willink and Echo Charles, and they have a phenomenal podcast that I highly recommend. But in the podcast, they were talking about how to get back into shape or how to start getting in shape and what people should do. And one of their suggestions was to hire a coach. And it might be ironic that as a coach that I'm going to say this, but I think that in general, people are probably better starting at home on their own. When you're just starting out, number one, I can understand that it's intimidating to go and get into a gym and start trying to figure out what to do, or to go in there and start hiring a coach from zero. Coaches are expensive. The other thing, when you're just starting out, you don't know anything. You have no idea if someone's total garbage or if they're the best coach in the world. And if you can go in with the base, go in with a little bit of confidence, go in with a little bit of knowledge, you'll be in a better position to make all of those choices going forward. So, how do you do that? And that's what this video is going to be about. So, number one, you're going to have a 2-day rotation. And you're going to do each of them 2 times per week. One is going to be a cardio day, and one is going to be a strength day. Now, when you're doing this, you're going to do day number 1 is where you're going to improve, and day number 2, you're just going to match your performance from day number 1. So let's say you go Monday cardio, Tuesday strength, Thursday cardio, Friday strength. You're going to work hard on day number 1. You're going to try to improve from the week prior. And then on the second day, you're just going to match it. So let me give you an example. The cardio plan is very simple. The goal of the cardio plan is to get you up to 20 minutes of continuous running. It doesn't have to be fast running. It just has to be a jog, let's say. A 20-minute jog is your goal here. Once you can do that, you're in a position where you can start playing sports easily. You can go to a gym and join a cardio class. You can join a running group. You can join CrossFit. You can do whatever you want. Well, mostly whatever you want. I'm not going to give you too much motivational stuff there. But once you can jog for 20 minutes, you're in a good place. So, what's the plan here? You're going to start week number 1 with 20 minutes of walking. That's it. So, week number 1, on day 1, would be a 20-minute walk. And then on day 2, you would just match it. Now, when you come back to cardio the following week, so it's day 1 of week 2, we're doing cardio again. You're going to start adding a 20-minute walk plus running intervals, INT, intervals. And I'll have a sheet that you can download in the description for all of this, so don't worry too much about my jumble on the board. You're going to start running however much you can. So if that's out of every 5 minutes, you can jog for 30 seconds. Cool, that's plenty. You're going to do that, so you'll have, 2 total minutes of running in the 20 minutes that you're out there for this total cardio period. That's cool. Day number 2 of cardio that week, you just match it. Even if you feel like you can beat it, you just match it. You come back to this the 3rd week for day number 1, you increase it a little bit more, you match it day number 2, and you're going to continue doing that until you can have a 20-minute continual jog. Once you get to that point, you can consider yourself graduated and ready to move into whatever's caught your interest. Now with strength training, I'm going to go through this out in the gym with you, but basically we're going to have push-ups, a Trx Row, which is the only thing you'll have to buy. You can buy a TRX or a knockoff TRX on Amazon for, maybe 20 bucks. And you can get a door attachment, so you don't even need something to put it up on. You can just put it on your door and you're good to go. I have a TRX row. Then we're going to get into our squats. And then we're going to plank. And these are going to, again, I'm going to demonstrate these in the gym in a second. And I'll show you the rep schemes and how I want you to perform these movements. But you're going to do the same thing. On day number 1, you're going to make your improvements. So if that was 2 push-ups last week, you're going to go for 3 this week. On day number 2, you're just going to match it. And when you come back to day number 1 on the next week, you're going to try to improve it. Day number 2, you're just going to match it. And you're going to continue on this until you hit our goals, which I will be showing you in 1 second. All right guys, so we're in the gym, we're about to do the push-ups. So your goal here is for women to build up to 10 full push-ups from your toes, and for men to build up to 15 full push-ups from your toes. So how are we gonna do this? Every strength day, you're gonna do 3 sets of push-ups, doing as many as you can in each set, provided your form stays perfect. When your form starts to break down, that's it, you're done. So, how do we do proper push-ups? I'm gonna back you up a little bit here. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. So, we're gonna start push-ups, very simple. Hands just outside of your shoulders, and we'll start with your knees on the ground. And then from here, you're gonna come down as low as you can, and maybe that's just here to start, and back up, and that's fine. And then when your back starts to sag, or you're having trouble getting your arms to lock, that's where you'll stop that set. So, every week, once you can get 10 push-ups every set, so we're gonna do 3 sets of 10. Once you can get 10, let's say halfway down, then the next week we'll increase and go again. So we'll start 3 sets of 10 here. When you can finally get that, we'll go 3 sets of 10, 3/4 of the way down. After you can get that, we'll go 3 sets of 10, all the way down to the floor. Once you can get that, up on your toes, 3 sets of 10, halfway down. Once you can do that, 3/4 of the way down. Once you can do that, all the way down to the floor. And you're gonna slowly build up week by week by week on that exact progression. 3 sets, as many as you can, keeping your form correct. And once you can get 3 sets of 10, you can move to the next level of difficulty, with the ultimate goal being 3 sets of 10 off the toes for women, and 3 sets of 10 off the toes, 3 sets of 15 off the toes for men. After that, you'll be moving into your TRX row, and we'll demonstrate that next. All right guys, our next exercise for the TRX row. I've got mine set up on a pull-up bar, but you can use a door attachment, that's no big deal. Now, with the TRX row, you're gonna do double the number of reps you did on push-ups. So if you did 3 sets of 5, you're gonna do 3 sets of 10. If you did 3 sets of 100 of push-ups, and that would be pretty impressive, you're gonna do 3 sets of 200 on here. You're gonna double it no matter what it is. Now, TRX rows are very, very simple. You're gonna grab the handles. I assume you could probably have figured that out though. You're gonna grab the handles, and I'll make sure you can see me out here. So I'm gonna grab the handle, walk back, and lean into my TRX, and I'm gonna pull myself up into it. I'm a little bit off camera there, but no big deal. So, as you're doing this, it's important that you figure out what back angle you need. The more you walk down to be, see me horizontal here, the more you walk down to be horizontal, the harder this is gonna be. And the more you stand up, the easier this is gonna be for you. So, every time you change the difficulty level of your push-ups, you're gonna change the difficulty level of your TRX a corresponding amount. But basically what you wanna find is a place where you can get double the reps you did on push-ups every single time. That's it. Whatever you did on push-ups, get double on TRX. When you make your push-ups a little harder, make your TRX position a little bit harder, and keep going. Super simple. Okay guys, our next exercise is squats. So with squats, we're gonna follow the same pattern we've been following everything else. We're gonna slowly increase our range of motion and our difficulty until we get where we're going. Where are we going? We're getting to 20 lunges on each leg as our ultimate goal. But we're gonna start with squatting. So, squatting, very simple. As you're squatting, all you're gonna do is put your feet about shoulder width apart. You're gonna make sure your knees stay out over your toes, chest stays up, stick your butt out behind you, and sit down. So we're gonna start with whatever's comfortable. You're gonna stick your butt out, sit down, stand back up. If that's here to start, that's fine. We're gonna continue building up on the same pattern as everything else until you can get 3 sets of 15 at whatever range of motion you started on. Let's say that's here. When you can get 3 sets of 15, you'll move forward. So instead of being there, you'll squat, say, to here. When you can get 3 sets of 15, finally getting down so your butt is under the height of your knees, then we're gonna move on to lunges, and we're gonna start. Take a lunge position. It's a fairly long stance wherever you feel like you can balance, and we're gonna start lunging. Trying to keep your knee tracking forward over your front toes. So, you'll come down as far as you can, until you can get 10 reps per leg. And then, sorry, each leg obviously, and then we'll go a little bit further. A little bit further, a little bit further, every time you get to 3 sets of 10, until you can get 3 sets of 10 almost touching the ground, and then you'll stay at that difficulty, and we'll slowly build that up to 3 sets of 20 reps per leg. When you can do that, you've graduated from lunges. Okay guys, so plank is the last piece of the puzzle, and plank is gonna follow a really similar progression to the push-ups. Our ultimate goal here for everyone is 2 sets of 1 minute of plank. And so you're gonna build up to that. You're gonna start, hands and knees. When you plank, you're gonna try and push your hips down so they're pretty much in line with your shoulders, and stay there. When you get 2 sets of a minute here, we'll have you do 2 sets of 1 minute on your elbows and knees. When you can get 2 sets of 1 minute on your elbows and knees, we'll have you go hands and toes. When you can get 2 sets here, we'll have you go elbows and toes. Very, very simple. We're gonna continue working you down the same way we have with everything else. Little by little, progression by progression. And once you can get to 2 sets of 1 minute, you can move on. When you have 2 sets of 1 minute of a full plank, elbows and toes, you graduate. All right guys, so that is our plan for how to get in shape, how to get ready to move into any advanced program you want with almost no equipment, no expertise, and no coaching. If you have any questions, let me know. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel. I have a part 2 video coming up about how to start dieting without any particular information, complicated methods, or coaching that you can use to employ as well. And thank you for watching.